Salutations, it's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE Astrology, aka LLE Tarot, and I'm coming back with this new week's energies. This will be from, let's see, September 30th through October 7th. So, got a hell of videos to do, and I'm going to do them all today. I only got one live reading I need to do later, maybe two. I forgot about you. I had to take a day off work to really knock all these out. So I'm doing everything today. Set breakdowns. Finishing up astrology today. You will have every single one of them today. All air signs, all earth signs. At least gives y'all a week to see what's cracking after the day. And like, at least compare what happened last week to these readings. Because that's why I do it. Really just for scores. I'm going to start doing a little rating thing in a minute. I mean, I'll be on point anyway, but like I say, it's all math and analytics with me. Okay? So, going to need a lot of y'all input. Finna switch the game up probably in another 2 months. I got a lot of legal shit I got to do right now. Few ideas, couple things going on to bring into the new year as far as LLE.Ascension. Just going to really marinate on the year, man. I've really been here since January, and looking at my impact in the collective so far, I mean, I'm not stroking my nuts right now. I'm just really analyzing things. Since I've been in, like, not me personally. I mean, I just got here. It's a new booty, right? Since I got here, like I say, a lot of people went from, like, hands and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Straight hands and tits, you know what I'm saying? To, like, face. People showing their face now. People telling about their backstories now, letting people know about themselves. People keeping it 100 now. Now you can actually talk to your psychic, see your psychic, so they ain't all that stuff. I'm not dissing people who don't show their face. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people showing their face now. A lot of people keeping it real now. A lot of people not sugarcoating stuff now. You know what I mean? It's starting to become what it needs to be right now. No fantasy, no playtime, no, this ain't no playground, it's real life. We live in Zion here. We don't live in the Matrix. So, sitting here trying to really figure out which reading I'm gonna do first. I need to do Twin Flames and Union, Reunion, and Recognition first. But I'm gonna say that for last. That'll be the last shebang. It's the least I can do given all the videos I'm gonna do today anyway. So I'm gonna kick this off with a separation reading for this week. Then I'm gonna do masculine and feminine situation. And then I'm gonna knock out all these astrologies, and I'll see you at the last video if you've been keeping up all day. You probably didn't, because it's a lot of stuff. But let's get cracking with it. I'm feeling pretty cool right now. I've been resting up a while to get ready to do the day. So the day starts now. Twin Flames, the separation. New week's energies. And just anxious to see what we got going on here. Sorry if I'm a little bit too lax. It's just I had to go to the living room today because I just needed a whole nother atmosphere. I got all my crystals sitting here. I need to clean them up. Been talking to them all morning. Thanking them because they've been hooking your boy. Man, they've been, psychic life is real. Alright. Twin Flames of separation. New week's energy. We have all the sevens out here. 2 jacks, 2 aces, 1 queen, 1 fin. False flagging. Now, overall energy, we have one big decision. I take it as the big decision. You know, if there was anything else going on between you two, it'd probably be the most important conversation y'all need to have, the most important decision y'all will have to make on behalf of each other. And I think that's either coming or going. Overall energy, each of you are trying to figure out whether you're coming or going. And that's all. Bottom line, Decepticon. So, this is overall energy, big ass decision, having the power to make this big ass decision, having the courage, strength, authority, dominion to really maneuver this decision. Bottom line is a Decepticon. Not being your true authentic self. Secrets that need to be let out the bag. Cats that need to be let out the bag. Things that need to be said. You know, another attempt to break down the wall that is the Ace of Swords right after this. Because I'm sure once you let something out the bag, you know, something that was absent, you know, something that wasn't around, an element, same element that wasn't around, because this Ace of Swords right here is right here. This is what's clogging up this whole Seven of Swords. If you remove this sword, it'd be the Six of Swords, which is going with the flow, rolling with the homies, right? But since we're adding this in the mix, so this is like another type of thing that's in a bag, which would be from not letting this out. Because if you don't let this out and say words that was never said, then you're only going to compact more inside this bag full of secrets. You know, it's like putting dirt on the grave, burying it more, you know, sweeping shit under the rug. It's just going to accumulate, you know? So it has to get let out. Because if it doesn't get let out, if it doesn't accumulate, like if it does accumulate, it's just going to be another sword in here making it an ace, which is a brick wall. That's what builds these walls. These Eight of Swords that get thrown up from you, from him, from everyone. It's walls. Walls of insecurity. Walls of fear. Walls of like whatever you created the wall for. It's like a sandcastle. Nobody know why people want to make sandcastle. I never took time on my schedule to really make one. I might make one with a bucket or some shit, but me trying to form with my hands a hole, whatever, I ain't too busy swimming, son. It's just like you're just gonna build it for it to get destroyed. It's like a house of cards. Why would I build it? I'll play with cards all day. I would never build a house of cards. Where I'm gonna keep it if I pulled it up. I'm just doing it just for it to get tore down. Like that's a waste of time. I'll find another way to waste time. At any rate, overall bottom line energy reading starts in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Coming to the situation, divine feminine. You got the Queen of Cups. This is the psychic card. You're just building up your psychic intuition. Trusting yourself more. You're learning how to trust yourself. You're learning how to really engage yourself in the fourth and fifth dimensional realm. Being very confident in your powers. Being very assured of your intuitiveness at this point. Being very alert when it comes to getting what you get from the universe, what you get from the collective, what you get from God, what you get from yourself, what you get from your twin. Like I know I'm at the point where I can safely say I'm an X, man. At least Gambit. Because without these cards, I really can't do too much. Yeah, man, without these cards, I really can't do too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like Gambit, you feel me? And this Jean Grey's walking around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Magnetos. You know what I'm saying? Professor X is around here, man. I'm just Gambit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just card nice. Because if you take these cards away, I mean, my channeling is superb, but I ain't got the big confidence and intuition into it yet. I'm getting there, just not yet. I'm a Leo. I'm not gonna jump out with some shit unless I got it mastered first, man. No. But at any rate, powers, Joe. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep it moving. If you've had a reading from me, live reading from me, I say the same thing. You're a psychic. You can find my videos, resonate with it, relate to it, you know, sift through my verbiage and slang, which is just there for coding, you know, then I think, you know, you're a psychic, just like me. I think we're in the same gang, collective, soul group, demo. Oh, you can get specific and, oh, no, you can't do like that because you can do this, and all that technical stuff. I'm going to get into that rant in the next reading. Got a few rants about things I've been peeping. But as far as a psychic rant, trust your intuition. All being a psychic is to me It's trusting your intuition and having super duper confidence in that intuition and know what you got is what you got and what it is what it is. You ain't got to question or doubt yourself. It's a power. It's a power. Divine masculine. Come to the situation. We got a big ass manifestation. Carried on once again from the last reading. Manifestation. Bringing something into fruition. This could be him going from the bossed up card to the king card, to this. The next phase of manning all the way up, all the way from the two of pentacle position, you being in a divine feminine's life to three of pentacle and y'all like engaging to like four of pentacle and he can't let you go to five of pentacle. He's, isolated, dark night of the soul. Six of pentacle, got off that shit. Seven of pentacle, reorganizing his life, reprogramming his life to get to the eight of pentacles, which is knowing he has to sow a good seed to get a good fruit. So, he has to make his next move, his best move, to the nine of pentacle, to being in the cusp of receiving everything he needs to receive as long as he's doing what he needs to do on his end, and he does, to the Ten of Pentacles, to where he actually fuses with the Divine Feminine because they're coming more on one accord, to where she can groom him now with the Knight of Pentacles, to where she can boss his ass up with the Queen of Pentacles, to where he can become a motherfucking man with the King of Pentacles so he can start manifesting shit like you just manifested him in this whole demo and getting him on his shit so he can start manifesting just like you. Boo boo. That's at least how Pentacles roll in my madness. This is how it works in the LLE.Ascension. I don't know, no matter. But in this box, that's Pentacles to me. He's getting to the final stage of the whole Pentacle process. Hey, I can't wait till I get this book popping. This shit gonna be easy. Look, you, Divine Feminine, in regards to yourself, you got the Seven of Wands. This used to be an uphill battle. Now it's just more so pacing yourself. Seven of Wands. That's a lot of action. It's like this. I gotta do about that much videos today, about 7, 8 of them. It's a lot. Usually I say I'm gonna do them, I don't. That's why I'm gonna do them just because I got to at this point. Usually I pace myself and make sure I don't drain myself and stuff like that. But sometimes you gotta just push it to the limits. Fuck, I'm finna do today. You know what I'm saying? Push it to the limit. And keeping it real, everything after this, we have this and we have this. You 7'd up, Joe. And 7 Up is cool, crisp. My mama used to drink that shit all day, bro. Like 7 Up, Virginia Slims, Trident, gum, and cranberry juice. That's my mama's shit. So I used to get her that for like her birthday as a kid. All sevens, like sevens are good. It's a little step higher than sixes. Sixes are good too. Eights are even better. Nines, whew, it just depends, right? In my world, in this madness with the cards and all that, Seven of Wands, that's like an uphill battle, pushing things to the limit at this point. Just got a lot on your plate, you got to tackle it, period. Because the Seven of Cup business is the Pimp Cup Chronicles, you know what I'm saying? Seven of Cup Chronicles, it's like you're realizing your own cup, how your cup is way better than all these other cups right next to you. You're not saying you're better than anyone like on a social status or whatever. This is more so like hierarchy as far as the work that you put in being a human being. You know why people kill people? Because they don't love themselves. That's why they didn't love the person that they killed, you know? So if a person has love for themselves, standing next to a person who don't know what love is, the superior human being goes to the person who knows love. Just like God, just like math, just like whatever the fuck. It's hierarchy, bitch. Bow down to somebody that's greater than you, especially if you don't know shit. Because if everybody is equal, a person who don't know nothing, and you give them the same equal power of someone who's earned to get where the fuck they're at, you will have where the president of the United States is right now. Not dogging Trump. I fucks with Trump, actually. Y'all, all right, he ain't like that. He ain't no Beezy, all right? That's my dude. But the reason why I say I fuck with Trump, because He's a regular human being that's president. You saw that UN shit, bro. He's a regular dude. That's why you gotta get him. The boy got. I'm not promoting him at all. I didn't vote for the boy, but I'm just saying you gotta get a man. This is a strength, courage, authority, dominion. This is being super cocky in a situation where you look at all bad, but you know what? It's like a big girl wearing some tight shit. Wear that shit. I mean, it ain't your shorty, it ain't your size, but hey, if you confident enough to wear that shit, I gotta give you that. And I gotta give it to the man. No, he was not cut out for the job, but you know what? He's still doing that shit. That's courage. If anything, it's just like Kanye West said. Hey, if Trump can be president, I can be president. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I swear I'm gonna leave it alone. Obama, yes, he became president. You gotta understand, man. This man went to Ivy League schools. He married one of the most boss chicks in Chicago. One of the most bossest chicks in Chicago. He wiped that. Woman always gonna make a man better. He wiped that. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, the boy just come from a whole bloodline I'm not even gonna get into. So yes, he was the first black president, but me actually having the chance to get it how he got it will be very slim as of ours to Donald Trump. He was just a businessman that got his way in the presidency. I'm trying to be a businessman my motherfucking self. You feel me? If he can be it, I can be it. That's all I'm saying. Not promoting the boy. I'm just saying facts here. Anybody can be president. That's a bar I can reach other than like you got to be black and go to Ivy League schools and all that. I mean, and have the bloodline. I mean, Trump just really set the bar. It's my Trump rant over with. But anyway, back to the reading. Back to the feminine. 7-Up. You 7-Up out here. And this means you're just making your way downtown, walking around, feeling real good because you're homebound. Blinkety, blinkety, blink. Like straight up. It's like you're on your way. This to me is a pure sign. You're just going to get to the 8, to the 9, to the 10. And we're not at low energies either. This to me is a good C. Like if you were getting graded in life, you're at a 70%, 72%. You're at a C status. I think the highest C you can be is like what, a 78? You're like 78%, shorty. 78% homeostasis, you know? Good energies, good vibes. With this type of energy, anything can happen. That's all I'm saying. That was the whole Trump rant. Anything is possible right now. Yeah. Now reflecting the 7 of Wands, we got both conflict cards in the feminine energy. Masculine, he has the 5 of Wands because you have the 7 of Wands. It's just he's looking at it differently. Twin reflection. He's looking at it differently, right? 7 of Wands. The Divine Feminine, you dealing with a lot, but you're going to push through. Divine Masculine, he's looking at too less than what you're working with, and it's too much to handle. It's too much back and forth shit. He's got to get help from people who know less than what he knows. They're all in the same box. Which is why he can't get past this low level. See, this is low level. You're at a 7. He's at a 5. I told you, at least a 7 is way better than being at a 5 status when it comes to this conflict business. He's just dealing with it the way he's got to deal with it. We'll get the clarification time for all that. Moving on. Pimp Cup Chronicle, 7 of Cups, Divine Feminine, you in regards to the masculine energy. It's appreciating your own cup. You know what I mean? More than he appreciates it. But he appreciates his cup more than you appreciate it in his own way. Because it is a reflection, Phil. Same shit, just different, you know? You start to appreciate your cup to where, like I said, you seeing what you bringing to the table, and you seeing what everybody else is bringing to the table, and you seeing how you're way more of an asset than everybody else. Once again, it ain't about being better than anybody. It's just your work speaks for itself. You get out what you put in. If you ain't putting out nothing, then you ain't doing nothing. If you ain't doing nothing, then you're nothing. Please don't let me get into the karmic rant on y'all. So what makes you not a karmic is the cup, the way you look at your cup, the way your cup moves in the world. Okay? Take pride in that, and that's what you're doing. Masculine, him in regards to himself, he's grooming himself. Just like you gotta love your own cup to be a lover to yourself, be emotionally good to yourself, because that's what you'll usually get from a mate, right? You gotta hold it down, POP, by yourself. He gotta do the same shit, except it's different. It's the grooming thing. He's not emotional. He's a masculine. He ain't in all emotions and shit. What he needs is actual pinnacles, physical support. Like you holding him down, making him lunch on his way to work, just being there when he's sick and needs you. You know, all that shit is grooming. It's and the grooming. Like, why do you think he's called the groom when you marry him? He's the groom, motherfucker. To be groomed. He's supposed to be groomed by you, feminine. He's the groom. There's no bride card out here. You know? You're a queen. There's no bride's a queen and a groom. He's a knight. You're a queen. Come on now. Anyway, going to the future, feminine, you got the Seven of Pentacles. This is reorganizing your stuff. Getting your mind right, like just switching your house around, just getting things around you different so your mind can get different. You know what I'm saying? New places, new faces. New places, new faces. Masculine, him going to the future. He's manifested something coming into this demo. He's going to the future, moving fast and furiously towards his divine path, or towards Zion, or towards whatever he needs to be on, action-wise. Now, clarification time. Overall energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles, clarifying this big-ass decision. Let me pick another card. So many ways I can go with it. I just want to be sure, because this goes for both of you. Queen of Pentacles. So, as far as the Divine Feminine, you got a big-ass decision you got to make to fuse yourself, you know, to fuse yourself not only with your masculine and kind of like boss up on them, and I'll explain that. The whole boss up on them. With the masculine, it's him making a big ass decision to fuse with you and let you be the boss. Either way, somebody has to lead and someone else has to follow. Yes, he's the man, but obviously you're the one with the plan, right? So bossing up on him would just be like I said. It's the same thing as like, okay, you're married, your husband gives you his whole check, and because he knows you way better with money than he is, that you're gonna pay the bills and all that shit, you know. It's the reason he did that, not because you are like the man of the house. It's just that you're the queen who's on business, the Pentacles. That's why he lets you make that decision. That's why you have that authority. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can do that. See my mother do that with her husband plenty times. Like, damn, you all raps? Yeah, I'm trying to. All right, we got 3 jacks out here jacking off with this Decepticon card. Romeo's jacking off with this Decepticon card. So let me pick another card to really clarify what I mean by that statement. Exactly. Romeo over here not being a true authentic self out here. You know, not opening up, not keeping it 3000, Andre 3000 when it comes to how he really feeling out here, to what he's really trying to do with you out here, to really wants you to do out here. For him in a way. Like I say, he has to envision what you guys are, just like you got to envision what you guys are. And in his head, he has an image of where he wants this to go, but until he lets that out the bag, that's all this Decepticon card is. Until he lets that out the bag and goes with the flow. Until he lets that out the bag and go with the flow, he's always going to be a freaking knight and never a king. Just like you got 3 7s. And this 7 right here, all 7s are out. He's got a Knight of Pentacles going in regards to himself, and he's got the Knight of Wands going into the future. And he is Romeo. He's Romeo. This is him we talking about. So it's 3 jacks. 3 sevens with you. 3 jacks. And even though he's a jack, it's like I say, look at the behavior with these jacks. The only bad jack is the Knight of Swords. So he's good. Knight of Swords not even out here. He still got to put down that shit. He has to end. This is the death card. A death to the pop star, death to the ego, death to the pimp, death to the hustler, death to the bachelor, death to a lot of shit. You got to end shit to begin shit. Soon he opens up and lets this cat out the bag. That's going to be the death of whatever the fuck was he was trying to hide or hold or not be his true authentic self for, to where he can just be Romeo through and through. It's the equivalent of coming out the closet. You know what I'm saying? You in the closet, you just living in hell. You living a whole life you hate, hurting all kind of other people, and it's like you finally come out. I'm coming out. And now it's cool. You can live your whole life and ain't got to trip and sweat and worry about nothing and what people say. You don't give a fuck about because you a grown ass person and you just, I'm a big kid now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're a big kid now, okay? So it just pays to be your true authentic self. And it's healthier in every way. Now, clarifying this psychic card, we got the 9 of Cups, which is granted. Psychically, you have a wish you want it to be granted. Let me pick a card, just because. 8 of Cups, Pay the Bill card. So, clarifying the psychic card is a wish granted. But as far as this 9 of Cups, this is like a dream coming true, a wish being granted. This is definitely something emotional related, so it's something that you want to emotionally fulfill you. But it seems like whatever that was kind of took a step back, or whatever that wish was kind of took a step back. And these are all cups too. And this is like low, kind of medium, kind of high numbers too. So it all kind of connects. But this going from left to right, it just seems like a kind of emotional subsidement. Kind of like the King of Cups, but the King of Cups ain't out here. This is really like a digression of emotions. And this is for the feminine coming into the situation. So I just take it as like, trust your psychic intuition so you ain't digressing emotionally. And what digression emotionally is kind of going back to old ways emotionally. Like, you're at queen status with the emotions now. You just went back to an 8. 8 is just the pay the bill card. This is how you felt when you first threw up the 10 of swords, when you first threw up the 10 of wands, when you first, separated or detached or whatever. That feeling you first had upon detachment. It was like, you know what? It's time. It's done. Boom. I'm paying the bill. I'm on my own, but I'm going to keep this classy. Still got the neck popping shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? Man, you still got the swagalicious swag going with that. Yo, it's over with. I'm done. Right? All that there. Right? When you hear it ain't none of this shit here. Because it ain't even physical for motherfuckers to even see this shit. You know what I mean? When it comes to this here, it's strictly psychic. Strictly psychic. And in the middle process is a wish granted. So how I'm taking this, real talk. Okay? The feeling you had here, you had to have it. To even feel this here. This is a wish granted. This is you detaching because you had to get your personal gain back. And then this is things happening because of that. Right? Because you detached and let go, you were able to attain things you were supposed to do. Because you ain't had a whole 7 of Cups thing, which would be before the 8 of Cups thing when you was just trying to figure out yourself. Before you figured out you was good by yourself. This is with somebody trying to figure out yourself because they're not treating you the way you feeling. You know you special, but you ain't feeling special because somebody ain't making you feel special. Really, that's somebody not making you feel special. You got to make yourself feel special, which is a lesson you learned already. But you digress back to this feeling from a queen status, for it being strictly psychic to being emotional again, almost like you were coming to the situation trying to Like you either emotionally digressing, not saying it's gonna stay there. It's just like you looking back, you reflecting on the past, looking behind you for a second, or looking in your rear view real quick, which is no need for. There's no reason to look back. Otherwise, you'll bring up old emotions and shit like that. That's all I want to say. As far as this manifestation card, this Ace of Pentacles that this masculine has coming into the situation, we have the Eight of Wands. So, I told you, communication is the key to manifestation. Point blank, period. Soon he gets to speak up, the sooner he can get this secret out, this cat out the bag, become his true authentic self, and put an end to the BS. And start manifesting. Communication is key. Clarifying this Seven of Wands, this, it's a lot on your table, but you gotta knock it all out. We got the Two of Cups clarifying that. So I take this as an uphill battle trying to Two of Cups the masculine, but at the same time, you having all this work to deal with, tasks, services, daily deeds, it's all bringing yourself closer to you. Once again, you don't know how powerful you are until you go through obstacles. You don't know what you're truly capable of until you defeat things. You know what I mean? Until you really conquer life. You Two of Cups yourself. You loving yourself from how you maneuvering. This is your role. That's you in regards to yourself, feminine. And he could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking over here. As far as this masculine, clarifying this Five of Wands right here, we got the sauce. Always got his hand on the sauce, bruh. And this is in a feminine role. So he's going back and forth with his whack motherfuckers around, arguing. Like I take this as I take this as the point is everybody is tripped. It's two things. Let me pick another card. There's too many ways I can go with that. I don't even want to confuse myself. Six of Pentacles, stabilization. 6-6. Look. In the midst of divine masculine, like I say, going back and forth with these non-knowledgeable people, non-emotional people, non-loving motherfuckers about your sauce. It's like he's here trying to tell them why your sauce is so special. And why it's like a motherfucker arguing over who got the best fast food fries. We all know McDonald's got the best fries. It's just sometimes it's hit and miss depending on which McDonald's you go to. But overall, it's McDonald's. McDonald's is like Uber. Motherfucker, like Uber. Like, it's the best of the best. Only motherfucker that's going to have a problem with McDonald's or a problem with Uber or like a motherfucker that got a problem with like Nikes or some shit like that. It's like, it's high quality shit. Or Jordans. It's like, I don't even get on my Jordan rant right now. I'm just saying. Jordans, them shits, I would not pay all that money for no J's. Or buy all 5 of my kids J's for the sake of them just getting messed up or something like that. Bro, it don't make sense. Shoes, if they're good shoes, you wear them every once in a while. You don't wear them every day. Then you got to buy a new pair. Like iPhones. Like, yes, iPhone is the sauciest, but only way you don't fuck with iPhones if you, A, can't afford it, or B, just like don't represent what it's about, right? So these people who not liking the sauce, it's not like they don't like you, feminine, because they personally don't like you, feminine. They just feel that he can do so much better with somebody in their head who's more realistically grounded with him than the manner you coming at him with the whole twin shit. Which is why people are making these little videos disrespecting and shit. It's cool. I'm going to say that rant on my Divine Masculine video. I ain't got nothing to write that down. Hopefully I don't forget. But let me get busy. Conflict is because you're so saucy. It's just they don't see the sauce yet. Unless you're a celebrity or stuff like that. But even if you were a celebrity and creating buzz, like I said, it'll definitely be a little shade and hate there because you making moves and they not too. So, because people don't want you doing better than how they're doing it. All in all, I call this feels in my hand, just bringing the 6 of Pentacles in. This is a stabilizer as you stabilize him. This is like Tinkerbell. A Tinkerbell that nobody can see but you. Like a fairy no one can see but you. Your kid come to you, hey, I got a friend. His name is Fred. He's a fairy or a bee or whatever the fuck imaginary friend your kid had. And it's just like the best thing you could do with him and that imaginary friend is kind of go with it. It's how I used to be when I was a nurse. On CNA, old people will kind of tweak on me. They'll kind of go back to the 1920s on me, and I'll play along with it because I don't want to fuck their whole mind state up. They don't even know what time it is. So I'm not going to bust their bubble on what physical time they think it is. I'm just going to go with the flow. Like if my son came to me with an imaginary dude, I'll be like, yo, what's his name? How y'all meet? Where he from? What realm he from? Like, I'll be very inquisitive because that'll be the best way to come at it. That's his sauce. I don't know what flavor that is, but he seems to like it. That's his thing. So I'm going to just go with it. I'm not going to give him no conflict. I'm going to just keep it all sixes. Stabilize him so he can, I don't know. Maybe this might be the key to us solidifying. Like, I'm a psychic. He sees an imaginary friend. Shit, we got something locked in right now. Maybe I'm locking in, honing in on something, by going with the flow. But instead, it's like, like somebody trying to come out the closet. It's like they're trying to pray him out of not being who he really is or praying him out of what he's thinking about. Like, it's like telling the kid, that's the devil. It's not your imaginary friend. That's the devil. Stop talking to the devil because you'll go to hell. That's some shit my grandma said. Just fucking him up even worse than what he was when he had the whole innocent way of looking at you. Something that started innocent with how he was looking at you, how he thought of you, turned to something horrific, giving other people's opinions of what the sauce is, and they don't even know the fucking flavor. But this sauce seems to stabilize him. That's why he's being so vocal about it. That's why he's even in this demo. Clarifying this Seven of Cup business. We got the Three of Swords. No pain, no gain, Divine Feminine. In the process of you figuring out how raw you was, it took a shitload of pain from the past, present, and some uncertain future days, uncertain future nights, uncertain future sleepless nights for you to really acquire this strength and courage and dominion that you have right now. It took a lot to get you here. But you got here, and that's all that matters. No pain, no gain. That's you in regards to the masculine energy. As far as this masculine, clarifying this Knight of Pentacles, this grooming card, we got the Ace of Cups. Self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self. This is in regard of himself. Let me pick another clarifying card so I can really hone in on what this is right here. Five of Swords. Hey dog, hold up, wait card. In the process of him grooming himself, because that's just where he's at right now, he's starting to appreciate when he had somebody grooming him. He's starting to appreciate having someone that was really in his corner, who truly had his best interests at heart. And because of that, being exposed to that, he's really throwing up the five, the fin, false flagging. He's throwing up the five to people that's trying to, I don't know, sway him from how he's feeling right now. Self-mastery. When you have yourself to deal with, you change yourself. That's why people come home from jail on some new shit. Hopefully they do. Because you sure got hell of time to figure shit out. So you might as well get it done. What you mean? When you by yourself, you got a lot of time to make self-discoveries. Self-awareness. That's all it is. Because of that self-awareness, he's finally stiff-arming the people. Stiff-arming these conflicts, these people he's been coming to. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking over here. Seven of Pentacles, feminine, going to the future. You got the King of Cups, which is the tough love card. Jack Arnold card. So in the midst of you rearranging things in your life, like I say, you just being a little tough love about it. It's bigger than you. Path you on is way bigger than you. You're on a whole another plateau of existence right now, and you ain't focused on nothing but the kingdom right now. Anything that ain't part of the kingdom, ain't part of you right now. Anything that ain't really growing you or ascending you, you really don't give a fuck about right now. And that's Trill Bill Holyfield. As far as his masculine, moving fast and furiously into his divine path with this Knight of Wands he has, he's going home. 4 Wands, he's going home. Heading home. Or he's heading to union, or he's heading towards you, divine feminine. He's heading home. He's heading fast and furiously home. Good reading. What does the divine masculine will let you know in the 4th and 5th dimension, divine feminine? His role. He's assuming the fucking position. He's assuming his position. That's if you showed him his role. That's if he knows what his role is. That's if he's aware of what his role is. That's if you've been working. He's assuming the position. Feminine, what you want to let him know in the 4th and 5th dimension? You better be making decisions and cross all your T's and dot all your I's before you bring your ass home. Make sure you get yourself right before you come home. But on the flip, you could be telling him, hey, I'm scared. Like, I just heard this. You coming home? You're coming home? Like, you're coming in the union? Really? Nah, I don't believe that shit. It's like it says it right here. But you're like, nah, I don't believe that shit. And the universe is like, bet. Put that down there for another, however you want it. How you want it. Yeah. What you think about, you bring about. Mentally. He's a sword mental. Watch that shit, feminine. Not fucking doubt. And do not doubt yourself. I'm telling you, it's like a plant. It's about to come out the soil, but you don't see no plant there, so you scrap the whole plant thinking the seed thing ain't work when you just killed the whole plant before it even bust out the soil. It already cracked out the seed. Believe. And what the universe want to let y'all know. It's the world. 4 of Cups. It's the world. Y'all got a job to do in the world? Do it. Y'all got shit y'all got to do in the world? Do it before y'all get home. Alright? Because shit finna get real when y'all get home. So whatever y'all got to do now in the world to do between y'all two, do it. That's the message I got. I hope I can be of some assistance. It's definitely your boy D.Boom. Stay tuned. We have divine masculine situation coming up next. Divine feminine situation after that. And a whole bunch of astrologies. Stay tuned.